Well, that was a process. At least the lake is pretty. Oh man, these bumps. Jeez, they need to fix that part of the road. Supposedly they can't fix that part of the road because I guess it's like owned by the state or something. You have to get very specific approvals or something like that. So the town hasn't been allowed to fill up all the holes and everything. It'd be nice, but you know, government takes a while to do stuff. What are we doing, buddy? So a while back, I bought my GoPro. It was brand new, and you know, I wanted to get into motovlogging, as you can tell by me doing it. So I bought a GoPro because I wanted to do these videos and everything. And day one, it was having problems. Now, some of this video might sound kind of ranty. I don't intend it to be. In the end, I'm happy. I bought my GoPro and I bought the external microphone adapter to do these videos, and I would have problems with the adapter for it, or at least I was thinking it was the adapter or the microphone. What would be happening is I would be trying to record a video just by leaving it plugged in, and it wouldn't record any of the audio. It would just be completely, you know, blank, soundless. It wouldn't even record anything from the GoPro itself in terms of external audio. It was as though something was plugged in, but it wasn't capable of recording any audio. That was a lot of shit. This was an intermittent issue where if I left it all plugged in, it wouldn't work. If I started the GoPro and then I connected the microphone to it, it would intermittently work. But it worked enough to get my past videos out. Not only that, but I felt like the sound quality wasn't that good on it. I ended up contacting GoPro, and this was a process. I tried to get through to them one day, and it took probably about an hour and a half just to get through to someone, because when you call GoPro, their support line, you're on hold for 10 minutes and then it disconnects you. It disconnected me numerous times, and I tried over and over, and eventually it would just say that you couldn't connect, that the lines were too busy, and so to please call back later. I wasn't too thrilled about that. So I was on the phone trying to get a hold of him numerous times with the line being disconnected. Eventually I called back a few hours later, and after a while of trying again, I was able to get through to someone. So I told them what was going on with it. They created a case number for me. We would end up communicating back and forth through email. And this happened over the course of about a month of conversing through email. Ooh, this is just paved. So we were talking through email. They knew what the problem was with it, like at least from what I had told them, how it wasn't recording the audio properly with the microphone, how I had bought a different SD card, thinking that maybe this one was, the one that I had was bad, because it wasn't one that they had listed specifically on their website to use. It didn't work. It didn't change anything. Told them the microphone I was using and how it was one that was listed to be supported. It's the Sony, was it ECMCS3, I believe. If I'm wrong, I'll put whatever it is down there. And it's a pretty cheap microphone. It's, you know, only like 20 bucks or something like that. They needed to have me send them proof, so I took a few clips, and they had to be unaltered and not edited or anything. So I sent that to them to show them that when I had the microphone plugged in, it would not record audio, and then when I would unplug it, it would start recording audio off of the external microphone on the GoPro. The first thing they wanted to do was to have me test out a new microphone adapter, which makes sense, you know, that could have been an easy fix. So they sent me one of those. That took about 5 days to get in. I didn't know that guy. I think he thought I was waving when I was telling you guys 5. Anyways, it took about 5 days, not a wave, to get the microphone adapter in, and I tested it out, and immediately not working, doing the same thing. All this while I was on forums, you know, talking and trying to research about it at the same time, see if it's something I'm being dumb about. And other people were having issues too. The GoPro would say mic okay whenever I was recording, whereas people were saying it was supposed to say audio okay, and it wasn't. So that was kind of odd too. And it was like 4 days later that I ended up contacting them again, emailing them, being like, hey, are we doing this? Are you gonna give me an RMA to return this, to exchange it? And so they gave me the RMA after I'd asked, and I probably should go, but I'm gonna let these guys go first. So then I had to send it out. It was paid for by GoPro, so I didn't have to pay a thing for sending it out, which was really nice. I just had to print the label. But it was FedEx ground, and I live on the East Coast, and GoPro is located on the West. At least this one was, wherever I had to send it to. So that's a 5-day trip by ground. So I knew I was gonna have to wait a while. So I had to wait for it to come back, and it was 5 days out, and they said it would take about 72 hours to process it and determine, you know, if it's something wrong with the GoPro or if there's nothing wrong with it. And then they would send me another one. 8 days later, not including the weekend, I get an email saying that they sent out the replacement, and that's the one I'm using right now. So my GoPro came in, and I gave it some initial tests, and first thing I noticed is that it would say audio okay instead of mic okay, like my old GoPro did. This ride is my first actual test of this GoPro's audio. If it works, you'll see the video. If it doesn't, you probably won't. Now, this process took a while. I wish it was quicker. I wish it was easier to get a hold of GoPro. But ultimately, in the end, if this one works properly, then I'm happy. I mean, it was worth going through all that to get something that works, especially if you pay $300 for a camera that's supposed to work. Also, side note, they never had me send back the external microphone adapter, so I have an extra $50 adapter. Woohoo! That is my GoPro experience. I'm glad I have the GoPro back. I'm going to try and put out more videos. Sorry that this one is so late. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up. If you have experiences with GoPro that are similar to mine, leave a comment below. And if you're interested in seeing more content, please subscribe. Till then, see you in the next one.